not gentle. The political hot goose. You sit up me, you the fry. I for don't buy you the nyaka nyaka. This not the Hot Goose Network television.
Famulem una audu today na the 14th of August 2021, and interestingly today the Hot Goose the for don part the football industry, and the Hot Goose they go inside Leone Star, and they bring to now the saga, the confusion, the ala we don't jump inside the football. We all know say President Tok Andubio it don't determine for make sure say football business become very much sexy and attractive in that country. First in the history of Sierra Leone, we go Nations Cup 2 times under the leadership of President Tok Andubio, and then for so long Salon we don't come up at football. For so long football not done the play. President Bio he make a declaration, and President Bio during in campaign a state say when it come it bring football to life. Because when President Bio before it come another governance in 2018, they be don't ban Salon for play football. We not been get local football at all. All the local club they be don't close. We not been get international cloud. Salon be don't hot now the football light. So sports not been the play. Nothing not been the happen regarding sport. Now we see plenty Sierra Leoneans them. Then go na Tokyo. Then go represent Sierra Leone na the past Olympic. That a very good pride. That a thing where we all happy for. We all think say na a good thing and we don't happen for na Sierra Leone. Now when this thing they happen, we don't get people we don't determine the Leone Stars. President Bio don't encourage them. We also how inspire them where they go. But one issue day which we strikers them that country day, one of the best players them where they really struggle how it will compose itself from according to some other people. Some other people and they say they're not like in business. Now today the Hot Goose they talk about the issue of Musa Tombo. Musa Noah Kamara, where they call Musa Tombo. We all know say Musa Tombo now one of the controversial football player in another country day. A lot of stories and they around Musa Tombo every day. We not like most of we because the young man is determined for play football. They play football well and they really make sure say they doing best. But again, a lot of challenges. They struggle a lot. Where some people they say it needs spiritual intervention, and some of we they na Christians and Muslims we they pray for Musa Tombo. Some of we they pray we they remember Musa Tombo in with prayers because it represents Sierra Leone. It bring laughter to it. It bring joy and happiness to the Sierra Leonean community all over the world. So now this makes some of we want for let them continue for encourage Musa Tombo. But recently, I seen that in the social media all over the place, situation don't come, we're not correct. Confusion there between Musa Tombo and a head coach, when the Leone Star coach, when they call John Kester. You know, at the time when I say the Hot Goose not only politics with the hit in, well, this is not politics, but this what they call football politics. Football politics we talk about because Sierra Leone is a football loving nation. So at the extent they gap, so you when they watch this now, you they watch through YouTube, you when they watch through Facebook, you will get for watch in any form. Now for press the subscription button, just press them, subscribe to this channel so that whenever I come on, you go get them. Then press that small bell when at the notification bell. Then when you press them, the thing the way they wake up, they say for all. So you press them, then you click the one for all. Then you like the page and then you drop your comments about what we can talk about today. We say Musa Tombo, we don't get an issue 210 when an international issue for go play an international sport, international team then. But because of 1 or 2 reasons, plenty people they say that spiritual is reasons. So man they say now Musa Tombo a way of life. But however, Musa Tombo they bring joy to Sierra Leoneans. They become a very good player. They don't get that issue. We don't hear any concerns that we come up Nabo where they buy Musa Tombo. We buy Rangers and buy Musa Tombo. Musa Tombo they play now for Bo Rangers. They don't buy him. It relate. We can't see the relationship side of Musa Tombo. not only the football side for Musa Tombo. We can't say Musa Tombo relationship style don't change. It gets one woman with Lekam, where they go out there, they celebrate with her, they call her Hawa Tombo. We call himself now Hawa Tombo. Hawa Tombo don't kind of Musa Tombo in life. Hawa Tombo talks say indeterminate for make sure say it help Musa Tombo for let Musa Tombo succeed and continue with his dreams. And when they see some of the roles there where Hawa Tombo they play in Musa Tombo in life. And when Hawa Tombo and Musa Tombo be there together, what to be happy? We all beaucoup people and see say confusion begin come. They tell where Musa Tombo and Hawa Tombo they begin click up. Where they say Musa Tombo refuse for go train because Hawa Tombo don't go put Musa Tombo now room. They don't put an house. They don't abduct him. They don't keep him. But at the end of the day, we see Hawa Tombo show up with Musa Tombo. Musa Tombo carry on. We see Bo Rangers they fly high. We see big thing they happen at the football realm. But now a very disturbing news where we they get between the confusion where they between Musa Tombo and John Kester when are the coach for the Leone Stars. We all know say Salon get for go represent himself. We players and get for go represent we now the next Nations Cup. And then 2020, then the next year, very close. And then when they see say player, then they will want to see another field, we want to see them play. Where we been go for the qualifier in Guinea, the situation be happy again. Wherein we see say Musa Tombo, they not be put on the team for let it go represent, for let it go play that game na Guinea. So a lot of ala been there, a lot of sonko they get for hold some meetings them. Later on, now we can see say they take Musa Tombo and some other player that then go them na Guinea for go play. So we can see say maybe there's a problem between Musa Tombo and this in coach John Kester. Because the reason why John Kester they give now for say the reason why make it not get for allow Musa Tombo for go play na the Nations Cup, where we think say then they go help again for give Musa Tombo another chance for expose Musa Tombo to the international world again if you go play because now a mighty player, now a powerful young man where we all guarantee, we all trust in him. But the inconsistency where they around Musa in decision making, now we problem. But I think say like when some people let they say we men of God in another country, we imam them, we pastor them. I think say they for now come together for let them help this young man, let them pray for him so that he go get a stability. When he gets stability in decision making, he go help that nation. Day. But then when that confusion been there, Kesa drop Musa Tombo, he not go na Guinea for go play. But later we can see say some people then come inside, they allow Musa Tombo to go to Guinea. And Musa Tombo said benefit by the $10,000, when at the 100 million we President talk and be give all them player them because he promised us if we go Leone's Nations Cup, we qualify, and they give them that money. Now the current situation is this. Now we don't see na social media where John Kester, when at the Leone Star coach, he say they drop Musa Tombo for let him not go play na for the Nations Cup. He say they drop him. This don't go haywire. Sierra Leoneans they don't torment, and other people they don't torment. But now I want to watch the statement where the reason why make John Kester say he go drop Musa Tombo. One we are reading a news, we are reading the posting on Facebook. John Kester say he say Musa Tombo. He say John Kester say he say Musa Tombo. Not discipline. John Kester say Musa Tombo, not they listen. He say Musa Tombo not they pick in call. Where in the caller, he say Musa Tombo they refuse for pick in call. Musa Tombo not they can't part training. John Kester talk a own statement then. So about Musa Tombo. And that statement then we all know gladly. I want to listen when I read them. Why Musa Noah Kamara will be dropped off from Sierra Leone from Leone Star AFCON 2020 squad. John Kester expressed dissatisfaction on a gross discipline behavior put on by Musa Noah Kamara, aka Musa Tombo, who has never shown up in the entire training process since it started almost 2 weeks ago. John Kester now quoted. He said, I have been calling Musa to know why he has not been showing up for training, but he is to no avail. His colleagues are here training every day while he is in Freetown rejecting my calls. In fact, I even provided him with money when He said he's constrained with financial needs to join the team in Bo. If such behavior continues, I will be left with no option than to drop him from the squad. John Kester, nine talks so when are the Leone Star player, Leone Star coach. And will be no say trade Musa Tombo be don't move na Bo. Where we hear some man they sing, the other footballer they sing, say Musa Tombo, Nagari Kerango, Musa Tombo, Nagari Kerango. You know that thing they mean I be leg pass all, but that football drama inside Bo. You understand? So down there, now I be leg. They say Musa Tombo, na Gary Kerango, but Musa Tombo go perform na Bo. And we they expect say Musa Tombo. If I don't do now na Bo, Musa you don't get a new love. If I don't do now na Bo, Musa you don't get a new love. Musa Hawa Tombo dey. But again, what can happen? We can find out say Musa Tombo he can do now na free time according to Kester. He say we don't know now what Tombo dey now, but why Musa Tombo no be Cambo? Now he say in the column. Now Bo Leone start the train. For let them go. But now they say that they call Musa Tombo. Musa Tombo not they pick in call. Now so Kester say. But again, another reason why they drop Musa Tombo where it say okay, when I listen to the interview where Kester they give.
Mr. What are you?
John Kester, head coach, national team.
We see the national team don't move from the western area to the provinces in the eastern region for training. Why?
I think it's just about right. You know, when we think about training and conditions, I think you guys are here now. You know, and you see the conditions, you see the environment where we're training. I think it helps a lot. We're working on a better surface. You know, it helps the players a lot. You know, we're trying to give them a lot of work around what it is they can do in better conditions. And when we don't train on better conditions, how we approach things. So for us, it's better. It gives us a bit more focus. It brings the togetherness together. I think it's very, very important when we're all the way from free time.
What's your impression about the performance of the players and now with the parts of the team?
You know, what I said is we're going to keep rotating these players. You know, we're working with these players. You know, we've got a group now. We've seen them for 10 days by the time we leave here. When we get back to Freetown, we'll look at what is out there again. We'll leave a few out. We'll bring a few in again. I think what is important that we want these players to understand that it's not mandatory that they have to be there if they're not doing well. I think there are other players there, we have to be very fair around that. And that's how we work. You know, whatever we do is for the benefit of the group, for the country, and it's for the benefit of these players as well in terms of their own development. So that's why we do what we do. Hopefully when we get back, we'll bring another 4-5 in. We'll get another 4-5 out. That we feel at this moment in time are not up to the level that we feel we should be.
So, Kochi, we know they see certain player, more especially one of the players them way people been on the raise concern say they want for the scene at the national team in Musa Tombo. Why they miss out of Musa Tombo?
You know, I've always said, you know, with you guys, I don't like talking about players. But when it comes to Musa, I think we have a society or an environment. I'm going to be very strong around this. Well, we have an environment that support the bad things, not the good things. And that's not very, very good. You know, I remember when we were going to Conakry, a lot of people were raising concerns around Musa. I didn't bring Musa in at the time because what people said. I brought him in because we had a COVID situation. So I brought him again as cover. But we've come back into training and obviously in Freetown. Now we're here in Bo. There's nowhere to be seen. Musa is nowhere. Musa called us before we left. He said he's not well. Nobody knows where Musa is. And that's something we're not going to accept. And that's something we're going to work around. Musa, we're going to leave Musa. Musa is not going to be part of this group. We don't want the distraction. This is not about Musa. This is not about John Kester. This is about Sierra Leone. This is about a group of players that are here making sacrifices. Musa has gone out of not being part of this qualification for a long time. He's got what? He's got appearance money. He's got more bonus. He's got 100 million. He's got 2 town lots. There are people that have done very, very well. That have not been fortunate to be part of this group. They're here. So why is Musa not here? But again, we have a society where people say, oh, it's not about Musa. And this is where I think I'm going to be really, really strong. Musa will not be part of this group for a period of time.
So from Kenema, we are next?
From Kenema, I think we'll go back to Freetown. And then I think we'll do Makeni for another week before we look at friendly matches. So we just want to concentrate on that, to be honest. I think there's a good spirit. I think there's a good tempo of playing today. There's a good knowledge around how the boys play to them. I'm very pleased about that. But we just need to carry on developing it.
So playing now, boy and self Kenema, doing the training session there. You feel say like that level be enough, as you don't say, when I get for give chances to other players then for Leone, the C player then will come into the team.
Well, I think this is over a 6-month period. We're not just talking about this month, because what I meant about that is we've got a month now we're working with certain players. If they're not right, we'll go back and bring other players in. So we're going to keep rotating until we get it right. I think it's important that we do that. We don't just keep players in because of certain situations. I know a lot of people have been raising concerns around the Blackpool boy and all that, but you know, sometimes what worries me about people is they don't think. You know, I brought the Blackpool boy in. I took him to a qualifier. There was a reason why I brought him in. If I leave him out, there's a reason why I've left him out. So people need to understand that. How on earth as a coach, I have better players that are doing well than you drop them. It doesn't make sense, does it? It's not rocket science. Okay. But if they're not doing well, we've got to let them understand they're not doing well.
So finally, you expect any international friendlies on the point of the football session?
Yes, we are. And hopefully, you know, with the window coming, we're going to have 1 or 2, and that's very, very important for us. There's a lot of players out there that we need to bring in to look at. You know, there's a lot of players that we already know about. We want to leave those players out in the friendlies, but we want to bring fresh players in to look at and see how we can improve the squad going forward. Thank you.
So, family them, una don't see, una yeri way John Kista, when are the Leone Star coach, and they talk about Musa Tombo. And now then they go upline, then they go Bo, Kenema, McKinney, then they practice and then feel and they, as we forget the Nations Cup game we get for play. And John Kista don't talk clearly say, you know, they bring Musa Tombo. But I want Leone that family they listen to one side, where as sports na John Kista in statement. He said the go where Musa Tombo go na Guinea, he not go there because he choose for selector for let it go there. We now say if we don't drop him. He said the reason why Musa Tombo go he agree for let go now for the COVID situation will be rise up because they been talk say inside Guinea they say they drop some of the players them because they say they get corona positive. So in case that they can clearly say it allow let Musa Tombo go Guinea because of the corona case. Now that may be another squad for go Guinea. Now in those states. And he say he also talk about other club where he left out, where he not allowed them for letting them join the team. Well, now I think say Musa Tombo a accusation come out. Well, whether Musa Tombo not discipline or Musa Tombo discipline, well, I think say we don't see now the reason then why Musa Tombo in there for camp vex. But the coach, he don't get a reason. He say Musa Tombo not agree can on practice. And they call Musa Tombo, they refuse. But we don't know if this not true because on one side there, and we not go deny the coach because now at the head of the team. And what did the coach say? And everybody get for go under everybody get for be disciplined. That in a fact. We get policies, we get rules. So well, Musa Tombo want to say na man way inconsistent, na man way they struggle a lot, na man way get a controversial situation around them. Well, sometimes maybe we get for treat her with care, but again, treating Musa Tombo with care, putting the interest of the nation at risk. Now another thing, you know, we just left her on the balance. That I think as a nation, we should get a role for play in Musa Tombo's life so that it will continue for help out. But at the end of the day, we all love the young man, but a lot of issues there. When I now listen, waiting Musa Tombo a young account about a coach. When I will listen and see so that we'll be able to get clear analysis and know what's in the go on. But when I don't hear case that say the coach say Musa Tombo not get for the but that group day for go play Nations Cup. And plenty of you want to see Musa Tombo. Maybe God will get another chance where he will able to elevate to international football. Una watch.
Good afternoon, Sierra Leone, and good afternoon, people. My fans all over the world. This is one application. Musa Tombo. I do this video for Weti Kista Tombo on social media. Weti Kista Tombo on social media and I lie. Kista made all the statement and me say it deploy my football career. Then now they see so. Kista na inhabit Sunday for frustrate a young football talent player with the cup. It don't frustrate beaucoup players in a salon where the cup where the two they get issue in the national team. So it's like now he want to for do. But me I want to tell and say nothing get me this thing. You know to God. Now I make a kind of the social media for telling people the way they understand me fans they we don't understand. Me fans that we don't understand where the feel say maybe na me no one go to game, maybe na me no one play football and thing and then I make a come, I made a video for tell me fans there, me supporters there, me family there, me brother there, me sister all over the world for you know say yes, we think kids that they talk not like. Kids that no ever call me, kids that no ever give me money, kids that na habit Sunday, kids that me don't use the word, say it they frustrates me. Then the word we use against me, na him at the see. Now they see so now it make it do all anything in there. But me they tell about it and say enable frustrates me because not too much in a salon player there. Not too much in a salon player we the sick. You understand, eh?
Una read that Musa Tombo talk a passionate statement. Not to me wondering na salon player with the sick. That they don't just say this young man really don't aware, he don't recognize his situation now say. Well, maybe he gets spiritual problem. It's a way they sick. But again, the way Musa Tombo talk, some man will say Musa Tombo he gets an attitude of defiance and opposition, oppositional and defiant, and he not get respect for his coach. The way I talk. But again, some man will say he talk out of frustration. Maybe then they really push Musa Tombo to a point wherein as a young man, he said don't feel so embarrassed because he struggle with in spiritual problem where he gets, maybe, or the other problem the way they affect him, where they compound everything don't become complex and compounding by this one great young man. When I say he don't talk and say not to in one grade they sick. But then when I listen to John Kester's statement, he said where they talk, well, even though they talk decisively, but in the way they talk, it is sense some inside intonation, say, maybe he not like the young man. Maybe it take in the form of passionate as a leader. I think say no for don't talk so from the Hot Goose Network perspective. As a leader, I don't think say Kester that statement and if for do am in a calm way, but in the way I present, anybody will watch and listen, you know, say it gets small vendetta against Musa. Well, maybe the vendetta could be he want let Musa play, he need Musa 19, so they go build a team. Maybe Musa they frustrate in effort. Because no coach the way go happy. We don't bring the team together. They don't put una together. They don't rely on una. Then Musa not reliable. And if you betray the trust of the coach, that coach they not get for let you business. That coach the interest of the coach. Now for let make sure say the country win the cup. But then these are the situation. How the coach will able balance the situation? How the coach will able bear and make sure say let it see the Musa in your situation. But and the coach said he said not to Musa in one. We not go focus on Musa in one, the country go behind. That's not true. But then Musa self don't begin realize himself. But the way how Musa self talk inside that video, as he say, a confrontational. Well, maybe he do it out of frustration, but it was really confrontational. And because it's confrontational, now let's see what will happen. They say beside any strong, any successful man, there's a strong woman. We see a woman be surfaced in Musa in life of late. What do they call Hawa Tombo? In the dance, people they say Musa don't get love. All right, the romantic part of it, it can jump to the football politics. We can see say Hawa Tombo say in the team up came for make sure say Musa Tombo achieve a football dream, and it will make sure say Musa Tombo go play in an international committee in strata. It's a in the pray for Musa Tombo. It's a in the do in last for make sure say Musa Tombo come up at that. When maybe Nadame will don't understand say Musa Tombo don't begin realize say he is not well. Maybe he gets spiritual issues or whatever. It don't state another video. But Hawa Tombo, let's see the intervention because confusion don't do now. Kesa don't say it drop him because Musa Tombo not the camp. Musa Tombo not discipline. Dana a own accusation. Musa Tombo say no, na lie. John Kesa when the coach say no. You don't make that big allegation against the coach. Say the coach say you know the allow let it play because in one point in dream, but we not see the evidence yet too for let Musa Tombo bring on board for sure say the man talk say I go make sure say I dey frustrate you like other player than a Leone stars. Me not think say a coach go do that one day. But if that evidence dey Musa Tombo bring am so that we say go see am. But then Musa Tombo that big allegation this we go make no coach not the way go happy because that coach self na job he get now they here in family then they survive and it's again for make sure say protect the country and your image because it's self if you do well it go get international job all man they try for grow So the coach no can't bring the country down, then bringing himself down. So I think say the coach therefore make effort for let the country elevate so that himself then go see an international clouds, especially where they can go in a Nations Cup. If you do very well, now they himself in own better they can. So I don't think say that coach go mean for let bring the rotting player or player will go embarrass the nation where himself in own better now because they say the first law of nature itself. Family una they watch this now the Hot Goose Network television. Me now gentle the political Hot Goose. Una click the notification button for all. Una subscribe. Una subscribe so that anytime we account online, una go able to see them. Then una like the video. And then when una don't like, una drop una comment there so that people then will read and know what's in our own view on Musa Tombo. This in drop one from Leone Stars and also John Kester a own decision. What's in our own view as Leone as I want una go to put una comments in. Let people then read that and bring una view them. But now I tell una say inside these two things they say the when the elephant and the grass the two elephant and the fat now the grass they suffer. So now look what don't happen. There's an issue with Musa Tombo, a new law when a Hawa Tombo, it don't come inside now for intervene. The intervention get for whole water or you don't get for whole water. But let we see, however, where Hawa Tombo can inside, it can intervene and try for bring peace and try for apologize. Side the way Hawa Tombo been go on Facebook. I don't go able to bring down the now. We go talk say, we go in fact, we want bring peace. You get we want encourage big one. You get for go for you castigate so they castigate. Hawa Tombo go he castigate Musa Tombo. It talk very clear for say Musa Tombo he get for behave himself. Then at the end of the day, we can see Hawa Tombo can now. He can beg the coach on behalf of Musa Tombo. They will now see Musa Tombo, Hawa Tombo, Musa Tombo, coach John Kester. Then they together. Una watch this.
I was with Mr. Kista. Mr. Kista, say hi to some people there.
Hello.
Now you're a very nice person. I still come meet him just for plead on behalf of Musa still. And he's a father. Everything is say always he wants for Musa not the best because he want a very disciplined man and he want for disciplined Musa also. But being like Musa, no one for go under that discipline with himself make like he always get problem with Mr. John Kista. But Mr. John Kista, thank you very much for the concern. And we even make time for me for make a comment to we talk and I don't see always a take Musa as the picking. Wanna thank you once again and I pray that you go live long. You go be a father to Musa. Thank you very much, sir. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Bye.
Una don't see and I tell una Australian people and you will they watch. Me now one of the person will be they against this Hawa lady I know her personally. I know her very well. Not a bad person, na woman way, I know I'm a mixer. If in New England, I know I'm a mixer, you know, she's friendly, you know, now somebody way pushful. I know I'm personally, you know. I know be really been like the relationship in the beginning. I mean the thing say that relationship for creates a distraction to Musa Tombo, as well as Musa Tombo already get a lot of distraction I hate. But then as the thing they continue for go, I can't say Hawa Tombo don't come as a catalyst for spur Musa Tombo in for put on the right track. Because Musa Tombo, we don't say not be focused. So Hawa Tombo they put on a track. So now from this point, we don't happy. I don't see how this woman don't play this role. In conflict resolution, you therefore address the issue first. We when a country people then, the small one, you know they get right over the big one. And exactly that the role that the way Hawa Tombo play inside Musa Tombo life. We see, I'm not going to bring that video now because I'm not able to get it right now. When Hawa Tombo go first, he go on Facebook, he debunk Musa Tombo before Musa Tombo talk. He don't go talk, say Musa Tombo for subject himself to the policies and discipline of the coach of the coach where they in charge of the team. Anybody go feel good. So before Hawa Tombo they can out to the coach, he don't already talk the correct thing, it don't already make the thing objective. So that maybe don't make, I think the coach get the opportunity now, he get well, not the opportunity, it make the coach get the courage for allow him for can get a conversation with her. So when I don't see how the thing go, now it don't allow her for get a conversation with her. Now when I see how Hawa don't bring the coach together, he don't talk to the coach. You saw the role where Hawa they play in Musa Tombo life. This don't make me don't believe say Waiting Hawa Tombo been talk to Adina Bo say, where in don't kind of Musa Tombo in line, in the make sure say Musa Tombo elevates and reach to side Musa Tombo for B. So I think that the role this way don't begin play. So Hawa, you will continue for talk to Musa. Let Musa continue for can play. If Musa not play, tell and say yourself not the encourager. Now you know play your game. I'm not going to tell you how for do am. But play the game where go make encourage Musa Tombo for keep to enjoy. Like he pray for it look like he pray I don't begin hope. Because for can begin talk to that coach, now we now see how the coach self. Now nice man. You see, he said one let Musa play because he said one let Musa grow. He said one let Leone start grow. He said one let Salon grow. Then he said one let Isese grow. Because if Salon grow, we go up there, we win that Nations Cup. John Kesa said they forget big job. God will better. So the president will go say I get something we pass $10,000. You don't see. Anyway, now after all that. Hawa Tombo intervention. Now let us see waiting at Musa Tombo reaction after Hawa Tombo intervention.
Good afternoon, Sierra Leoneans. This is our boy picking Musa Nuakama, aka Musa Tombo. I do this short video for apologize to the head coach when Jokisa when I met today. Jokisa is a very nice coach. Today. If people in Sabi Musa Tombo are the one who roll, at Jokista. I'm very, very sorry for the video I make against them. That video I do out of anger. So it's like Salon people that wanna help me for big Jokista for me, for make you forgive me. Which I do against them. I don't mean them for doing. Out of stress, you know, and I make a donor video there. But I want to say very, very sorry to John Kista when I'm your daddy. This needed happen again. Make you find a place that you had to forgive me. Make you give me another second chance. And then it ever happen again. Then I want to say sorry to my colleagues them. Way they did a national team, make them forgive me. This thing need to happen again. Make them find a place in their heart for forgiveness.
So when I don't see how the drama the end, Hawa Tombo intervention, Musa Tombo don't apologize. Musa Tombo don't even acknowledge the fact say John Kesta now don't promote him, he don't reach him to that point. Meaning, I don't think say John Kesta hates Musa Tombo. No coach now they will go hate a good player, but the coach need for get consistency. He get for need for trust that player they for say that player they reliable. So I think say John Kesa said Musa Tombo in attitude and behavior it a frustrator. It a frustrator in as much as he like Musa, he don't go like Musa pass the country and himself, but it a frustrator. But however, we don't see Musa don't big. Now we don't know waiting at the reaction of John Kesa yet. Whether they agree for joining Musa or again is or he set limits for Musa, meaning if Musa meets that limit, then he will put Musa back in the squad for going to Nations Cup. Or if Musa not meets that limit, Musa no will still go. But all what we know for now, even though the big don't go, Hawa Tombo don't intervene, Musa don't retract his statement, he don't beg, we don't see Hawa Tombo team up with John Kesta. But has John Kesta agreed to accept the apology? Has John Kesta put in Musa Tombo in the squad? That we don't know yet. Una stay tuned. I will bring to una back the news about whether John Kesta allow Musa Tombo for camp or waiting. So that's not the thing where I want una really look into them and see, because me, as far as me concerned, John Kesta elect Musa. As far as me concerned, John Kesa he not get for do anything. We go Hamburg, Leone Star, neither in Hamburg, Musa Tombo. Everyone for them, the interest is very relevant. But the interest very relevant past all now the national interest. The national interest. So if the national interest if for the above John Kesa interest, and Musa Tombo interest, then the national interest then get for prevail. But Musa Tombo get for adjust himself, push himself for let able continue for be disciplined, let respect the rules, and let go under in coach in directives. He get for take directives, he get for follow rules. But so far, we not get it within John case. I don't talk after this. However, I did tell everybody plenty thank you for una watch. So far, I will want let una continue for watch. I will bring more information from this point for let una know say now so we don't reach so far. Whether case I get for put Musa back or not, but for now, the coach say Musa Tombo not get for play Nations Cup. But the program they go, I go bring to una more. Me na gentle, the political hot goose. Me people there, una share. Let's serious as a year. But before una the share, click your subscription button. Subscribe to my channel. Click that bell, that notification bell. Click on. Then you press the one for all. And then after that, like the video. Drop your comments then on this thing. So yourself, let all comment and see how the program did go, how Musa Tombo issue the day, if it get for remain Pada one day. Una share.